Okay guys, so the first thing you guys are gonna do is you're gonna have your white piece of paper and a tracer. You are gonna have to share your tracer. There's not enough for everybody to have their own. So just be patient if you don't have one. And if you do have one, do your best to trace really quickly so that the people who don't have one can go ahead and get it once you are done. So I'm just gonna go around and trace around the edges. I have this shape drawn on my paper. Okay, don't forget, let's go ahead and put your name on the back. And put it on the back where whenever you cut this shape out, it will still be on the back once you cut it out. So what I want us to do first is we're not gonna cut just yet. We're gonna draw our bear face and kind of design the little collar that's around, and then also the little bottom thread that goes at the bottom of the sweater. So these two bumps on each side, I'm gonna connect with a straight line. So the top of this bump where it goes in, and I'm gonna connect it to this one right here with a straight line. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna go across again, like that. And now that I've done that to the top, I want you guys to do that to the bottom ones as well. Just gonna do a straight line all the way across. Again, it does not have to be perfect. So this is where your little sweater is going to go, so just ignore that part for now. I'm gonna let you guys design the face however you want. So don't forget that you've got the inside of your ears. Just gonna make these little shapes, kind of like half circles inside the ear. And then the nose, I'm gonna do, it's kind of like a triangle, but instead of having a pointy triangle, the points are gonna be rounded out. So if you wanna watch me first, I'm gonna go curve, curve, curve back. So it's kind of like a triangle, but it's not pointy. This is for the nose. You could do circle, or you can kind of do the same triangle shape again, just curved. But this time, y'all see how this big triangle is pointing up, this small triangle is pointing down. And then you can either give your bear a smile if you want to, but I'm just gonna do a line going straight down like this. If you wanted your bear to be smiling, you can just curve up on each side like that. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna keep him smiling actually. And then you can do eyes however you want. I'm just gonna do little circles to keep it simple. But again, you can do whatever you would like to. If you want to do cute eyes or eyes that are looking up, you could add eyelashes if you wanted to. Totally up to you. Once you get to this part, I want you guys, oh wait, I forgot. Go ahead and add some stripes. This is the top of your sweater, but notice I'm only doing it in this little strip right here. Once you do that up top, I want you to do it to the bottom one too. So same thing down here. Again, this part right here, we're leaving blank. Okay. Once you are done with that part, I'm gonna have you guys, you're gonna get either a Sharpie or one of these paint pens markers that has India ink. Please remember, India ink does not come out of your clothes, so be extra careful. We don't squeeze them, we don't shake them, and we don't press hard So I'm just gonna press nice and gently and go over my pencil lines and retrace everything I drew. Okay, and once you have traced every single thing, I also want to mention we're waiting to do the arms until later. We're not, we're going to add those after at the very end, so don't worry about the arms just yet. What I want you to do is you're going to fold your paper, but I'm going to kind of, you can do this if you want to, get a pencil and draw very, very lightly because you do have to erase this line. And I'm going to go right in the middle and draw a very light pencil line. You can barely see it. And it goes in the middle right across. I'm going to take my paper and fold on that line so that it's halfway. And you can ask for help with this if you need to. And then what you're going to do is again lightly add some lines going up and down like this, just on one side, like this. So you see the little feet, and then I think I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't have to draw 7, whatever works for you. And then watch, this part is super important. I'm gonna flip it over. On the folded side, you'll see how it opens like this. On the folded side, you're gonna take some scissors and you're gonna cut all the way until you get to this line right here, okay? I'm gonna stop. If you cut past this line, you could try and fix it. We might have to tape it, but I'd rather y'all just be really careful. I think I'm just gonna cut right here because I don't like how small that section is. And then I'm just gonna erase those lines right here. Okay, so that I have these lines cut. Now when I open it back up, I have these cuts on the other side too that also line up at my collar at the top of my bear, okay? What we're gonna do now is you're gonna be able to choose, I would say, 4 or 5 colored strips. These are the only ones I have cut right now. I'll have more colors cut whenever you guys come in. And you're gonna take your strip and you are going to weave in and out of your sweater. So I'm gonna go over, under, over, under, over, under, and notice how I have one hand underneath helping pull the paper strip through, and then I have one on top. And I'm gonna push it to the top. So I have my first stitch right here, and then I'm gonna choose a second one, but the second one has to start the opposite okay? And what I mean by that is that because I started over on this first one, I have to start under on the second one. So I went under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, and I'm gonna scooch it up, and it looks like I'm only gonna be able to fit 3 different colors on here, which is fine. And you guys, I think, will probably only be able to fit 3 as well. And you're just weaving back and forth. And you can do all the same color or different color. It's totally up to you. And sometimes it's hard to get that last strip in. And there is my sweater. After you've done this part, you could have done this before too, but you can add your texture because your bear has hair. So you can add some texture, which are just some lines to make it look like your bear is hairy. Okay, and then now you can get either colored pencils or crayons, just those two, your choice. And you can color the bear if you want to have a brown bear. And also you can add a pattern that maybe even matches the sweater that you wove on the top and the bottom.